G'day guys, we're filming today from Lake Mulwala. We're 3 weeks out from cod opening. If anything like me, starting a little bit excited, starting to think about what you're going to do, what your plan of attack is, and by today's video we're looking at some lures. By no means are they hard and fast as to what you can use. Now, there's a million different lures, a million different styles. A lot of the lures I've got here I've just had success on in the lake and downriver. I know I live locally and fish this area a fair bit, but it's just because I've had luck on it doesn't mean you can't try something else and see how you go. Anyhow, so what we're going to do is going to start off with a few of my favorites. What we're going to do is start off fairly early in the morning. I love my surface luring, so I'm going to show you a few of those. So first off, if you've got little, got pompadour, dark colours, I like them. I just think they silhouette great. So this one here is like a matte black with purple. Going a bit bigger, you've got your cod cracker, also in black. Puts out heaps of noise, puts out heaps of wake. Obviously can handle a few of those larger model cod as well. In the same sort of style, no dark again, but this one actually has the red belly as well. So lots of people get caught up about what the top of the lure looks like. Just because the top's black doesn't mean anything. The fish all look from underneath. So this one's got that orange sort of belly, looks like a bit of a red belly black snake, I guess. And this one's that wake snake, so kind of going from side to side, a little bit different to the paddler. So I do like those. As far as surfacing goes, one thing that I've started to get into a little bit, and it's not usually my sort of preference to go for these colours. Got the white, so this one's I think called Lime Parrot. There's a pompadour as well, so this is the not the mega pompadour, the one down from that, so just the normal size pompadour. I mainly went for this one because I've got friends that absolutely kill it on this one. They do really, really well. I do subscribe to that black theory, but then if you look at this one, if you get really close, it's got teeth marks all over it. So it is a good lure, and I do like that. Pompadour's just a great lure, and most of the stuff out of the Jackal range, I like Jackal stuff. So once we get into a little bit more of the daylight, if that's what's going to happen on the day, who knows. Last year it just poured for the whole weekend. It was choppy and it wasn't really conducive to fishing, but this year, who knows. Let's see what the weather does. So I start to go for some of my deeper diving ones. So a few of my favourite deep divers, stump jumpers, just a great lure. This is the kind of that 100 mil sort of size, so everything around 110, 100 mil I love. Perfect size for cod of all shapes and sizes. So that fire tiger, anything in purple is really good. And I love this natural looking one. If you look closely at this one's got teeth marks all over it. It's just it's a good one. I've caught most of the fish down the river on this one, so downstream of the weir, but just a great lure. One of my go-to lures. It doesn't matter whether the water's dirty, whether it's clear and so on. That's one of my favorites. Similar sizes, just different styles. I haven't caught anything on these yet. They're all fairly new, and I bought them out of cod season, so I haven't tied them on. Been fishing a little bit lately for yellow belly, so lots of the stuff's been all that kind of TN60, TN50 sort of size jackals. So we're talking little, and it just doesn't, I suppose, as far as cod waters go, it doesn't feel right fishing some of those smaller ones. But these ones here, Nella's lures, big fan of his stuff. For years and years, all that deception stuff was just brilliant. So glad to see it back out again. But these are the scampies, just beautiful size. They're kind of over 100 mil sort of in total length. I've got a whole heap of them. I didn't bring them all out, but these are the ones I'm going to be fishing on the day. So I've got that black with the red end on it, and then that sort of fire tiger sort of one, just great. Really wide action, and there's no reason these are going to smash it on the cod. Sticking with that Nella, with the Nella's lures, got the smaller one. I can't remember what he calls these ones. Paint job on these is just awesome. So these ones probably get a bit of a crack if it's a little bit slow. Try and pick up some of those smaller model cod anyway. Swim bait wise, I've only just recently got into swim baits. Had a bit of luck on them. Really like them. So ones that I've done well with in the lake, Gantias and Gantarelles. All of the stuff is, all the swim baits I'm swimming pretty much are exclusively Jackal. Chin weights, I can't speak highly enough of these. I think they're almost necessary. Most of the water I fish is kind of that 4 foot, so 1.5 meters, down to about kind of 10 or 12 foot, so we're talking like 3 meters. And these things, if you don't chin weight them, they don't go down very deep. So I chin weight all of mine, even in the Gantarelle as well, so you can see they're all chin weighted. I just think it gives them a bit more depth and gets them down to where the fish are. So these kind of, you know, natural sort of darker sort of colours done really well in the lake on those. And then on the flip side, which is something I don't really do, I don't really like my whites. I've caught some nice fish on these though, just change it up. Sometimes the water's murky and they still like them, sometimes the water's clear and they go for them. There's another one of those natural sort of ones. Probably stick more of that sort of in clear water. Same with this one. The clearer the water, I'd probably go more of those natural ones. And something kind of put onto by a local tackle store was this kind of white one. I think I've had hooked up to my biggest cod on this one. So it's going to get a swim. It's not always my first go-to lure. I fish it on and off, and I probably don't give it the time it deserves, but I do know it is a lure that has hooked up and has done well with me, and people do talk highly of this sort of colour. I guess anywhere up north, people love that kind of red head white combo. Last couple of the dives I'm going to show you. These ones are pretty banged up, getting really hard to get. Just a great cod lure. These two are the Wilson slickbacks, so I love these two colours. Trying to get a hold of these now. Good luck, guys. You know, if anyone wants to part with any, you know, put some comments in, and I'll happily take them off your hands. They are those two colours especially. I love them up here. I do have a few others, but these ones are my go-to ones. Now, last lure I'm going to show you before I get into the other style that I'm going to try on the day. Now this is a Wilson's, Weston's lure. Something just crazy about this colour. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I've had some dramas with these ones in the past where you kind of against logs and the heads break off them. Pretty expensive lure to be smashing up like that, whereas the hard bodies and so on take an impact a bit better than these ones do. But when I saw this one, I thought, oh, the colour's pretty cool. Who knows? It might be just that one thing out of the box that might happen, but it might only get and I might only get 10 casts, and I'll go back to something tried and tested because that's the way I fish. And the last couple, now I know I've left spinnerbaits out, and traditionally I've fished spinnerbait. Love spinnerbaits, so versatile, such a good lure in the lake and in the river. This year I think just for cod opening I'm just going to steer clear of them just because I'm doing something a bit different, but I do love these Mulwalas, the big ones. So these are the big Bassman ones in the lake. These are really good. They get them down really deep, hop over everything in the water, and I have caught some nice fish on them. You can see these ones have been kind of banged up a little bit, both of them. I love this, especially in the spinnerbaits. I do love that purple with the brown sort of tails and so on like that. Big purple in all size spinnerbaits. Yellow belly love them, the cod love them. Purple is just the go-to lure. And then once again, white. For someone who says they don't like white, I know I've got a fair few white lures on the table right here, but sometimes it's nice to just try something different when all the other colours aren't working. It might be the thing on the day. So anyhow, I've got about there's probably 20 lures sitting here on the table. So for the cod opening, for the 2 days or 3 days that I fish the cod opening, they're going to be the ones I pretty much stick to. And there might be a few others. If you're like me, you've probably got boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff, but they're the ones that I picked out, went through all my stuff, and I go, they're the ones that are my first list to go for. So good luck at cod opening, guys. Hope you land a monster. That's what I'm going for this year. I've got a bit of a passion for catching cod. Got a passion for fishing. So if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully see you out in the water, and if you do, give us a wave, say hello, and I'm always happy to share stories with people. So good luck, keep fishing.